Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Chum here, and welcome back to another episode of Battlespot Blast. And of course, as I'm sure many of you guys know, the Pokemon Global Link is down in preparation for the release of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. So sadly, we cannot be doing raiding battles today because, of course, no Global Link, no raiding battles. But we can jump into free battles, and as much as it pains me to say that we're going to jump into free battles, because I do prefer to play ranked, I feel like, well, where's the fun in a week if there is no Battlespot? And speaking of weeks without Battlespot, last week, we'll talk about that. Anyway, let's jump into a free battle. And I'm not sure what kind of opponents we're going to face. I did a test battle just before this to make sure that it was working when I did find out that raiding battles was not working. And it seemed to be pretty competitive. So I think we're going to go with Special Pokemon Banned because I feel like there's going to be more people who don't want to use Special Pokemon. I'm not too sure. And of course, I want to be in the pool of more opponents. Either way, this week you can see our team is actually quite similar to last week's team. And the reason for that is I wanted to use a lot of Pokemon that were from the previous team because I enjoyed using that team. And we didn't get to do a full 3 episodes with that team because there was no episode on Friday of that week. And when I said last week's episode, I mean the last time we had a video, not specifically 1 week from today. 1 week ago today. Anyway, this is our team. Mega Charizard X, Mega Gardevoir, and of course 2 Megas works out because we're doing Battlespot where we only pick one of the Megas. Then we have a Jolteon with a Life Orb, we have Mimikyu with the Ghost DMZ, and then we have Metagross with the Assault Vest. And finally, we have the man himself, Scarfed Garchomp, or what's commonly known as Scarf Chomp. So, this is our team for this week. It seems a bit competitive given that we're doing free battles, but after what I saw in the previous battle with how competitive my opponent was, I figured it can't hurt to be a little bit competitive when it comes to raiding battles. Anyway, let's go with some Loose Mean version 1 because this music means so much to me. And let's start talking a little bit about exactly why there was no videos in the previous week. Now, a few reasons exist for why there were no videos in the previous week, and one of them was the fact that I had family over, so I didn't have a lot of time to record. And all the time that I did spend working on videos, I was making layouts and all sorts of other things in order to, prepare for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, as well as doing a bit of research in various ways that I can improve the quality of the streams that I've been doing on the weekends, because I want those to be as amazing as possible so you guys can enjoy them as much as possible. Anyway, let's focus on the battle for a little bit. We have a Hippowdon, Lucario, Dragonite, Scizor, Gyarados, and Cresselia. Now, one thing that I see that's pretty important is that Charizard can deal with Scizor, Lucario, maybe not Gyarados. I don't know. I'm not sure how we're going to deal with Gyarados. Maybe we'll lead with Jolteon. Jolteon can kind of handle Gyarados in a way, and it also can hit, what's his name? It can hit Dragonite for super effective damage, so we'll do that. Then I guess we'll bring Charizard, like I said, so we can clean up that, those Steel types. And I guess Mimikyu can handle the Mega Evolve Gyarados. And I don't know. I'm not sure how we're going to deal with Hippowdon. And I hope my opponent doesn't realize that. So we're just going to jump into it. And we hope we can do as well as possible. Also, if you guys haven't noticed, I look a bit different. I look very, white. And that's because I finally have my studio light set up. So right above me is a gigantic light. So it means I can record with more consistent lighting without using sunlight. If you guys can't tell, which you probably can't tell, it is 10:20 p.m. as I'm recording this. And of course my room is far more illuminated than it ever would have been in the past. So it's a great thing for me. I'm really enjoying having this setup. I think it's wonderful. We're probably going to see the utmost obvious earthquake right now. And if we don't switch out, we're definitely going to catch it, which is not a fun time. It's honestly probably really dangerous to switch into Charizard, but I can't afford to let Jolteon go down like that. I could potentially go for a... I don't know. We'll go for this. We'll go for the safe play, I think. Because if we can manage to get Charizard in against this Pokemon, we should be fine. I just hope I don't get Rock Slide, because that's probably a possibility. Depending on how serious my opponent takes this game, they might just click Earthquake because it's super effective. Stealth Rocks. That's fine. I'd rather have Charizard in against Stealth Rock than not against it. And my opponent probably thinks I'm going to be Charizard Y. I mean, that's what I would assume. So what we're going to do real quick is we are going to go for the Mega Evolution. Hopefully he goes for a Rock type move instead of a Ground type move, and we're going to go for the Will-O-Wisp. Now again, I don't really think that I'm in the best situation because Hippowdon is dangerous for me. I am not a fan whatsoever of going up against this Pokemon. Again, like I said, this is probably the hardest Pokemon for me to face on their team. But we should be good to go. Willows can connect, please. Thank you very much. I mean, even though it's 85%, I still get very anxious when I see the move play off. And then we have the Yawn. Honestly, that is fine with me. I'm just going to click Flare Blitz to get some damage off. And, I mean, like, again, this thing's burned. It's not going to be doing a lot of damage. Maybe I should go for the Dragon Claw to preserve my HP. We'll go for the Dragon Claw to scout. I don't want to switch Charizard out and back in again. Even though I can do that safely, I don't want to because no one else wants to be in against a Powdon. Plus, in fact, in the last match I played, I also versed someone who used Yawn, and they used Yawn twice in a row thinking I would switch and trying to get me in like a bit of a loop of switching. We have a crit and they go for the Roar. That's excellent actually because that means I get to for me that's excellent because I get to attack and I don't get put to sleep. For them, they're hoping that I'll switch in, take a rocks damage, and switch, and they'll force me to switch in again, so even more rocks damage. Interesting play by my opponent. I can respect it. Now, I feel like this Hippowdon is probably in range of a Hidden Power Ice. I could be wrong. This thing can be very, very bulky. I mean, it looks very bulky. If my eyes work, I think it looks very bulky. Hopefully, Jolteon with the Life Orb can take it down, which means we're currently in the plus right now. Oops, I bumped my microphone. I sincerely apologize. Anyway, Jolteon takes down one. We're in a good position now because he has no more ground resist. We can Volt Switch out freely. And, of course, we have Mimikyu in the back, so that's going to be our answer to quite a few things. We see the Scizor. I'm not sure how I feel about this. I think what I want to do is I want to go for the... I mean, honestly, Thunderbolt wouldn't even be a bad idea. And, in fact, I think I might go for Thunderbolt. I'll gladly let Jolteon go down to get rid of this Scizor. And we should outspeed this thing, no problem. Go for the Thunderbolt. How much damage are we going to do? We do more than 50%. And we get the paralyze. I was going to say paralyze and then paralysis, and I just did not... I fused those two words together and just my brain couldn't handle. Alright, so we see the... what do you call it? We see the... What's it called? The Swords Dance. Now, I think I'll still die to a Swords +2 Bullet Punch. We're going to go for the Volt Switch just in case he switches out. We can kind of get the upper hand on him. We see the Quick Attack. Interesting. Okay, Life Orb. Interesting. That's it. Also interesting. Okay, Shadow Sneak is neutral. I'm going to believe that we can... We should outspeed because I keep trying to confuse paralysis and paralyze together, and my brain can't handle it. But this thing is paralyzed, which means we're definitely going to outspeed, and I think from this range, Shadow Sneak should do the job. If it doesn't, we're going to lose our little sash, but that's okay. Not our sash, our disguise. That is okay. Not desirable, but okay. But he is paralyzed, so we get lucky there. I'll take it. I'll take all the luck we can get, honestly. It is great to be lucky. And, I mean, maybe I got unlucky at the same time I got a low roll on that Shadow Sneak. You never know. So maybe just luck balanced out for us today. Anyway, we get a crit hit. Completely meaningless. That Pokemon probably had 1 HP. Let's see what our final opposition is. Why am I mispronouncing words and stuttering like crazy today? Maybe it's because it's 10 p.m. That's probably a very valid reason as to why. Now the question is, do we just want to go and swing with Mega Evolution? Actually, should we? No, he'll outspeed me. Do you think he'll... I don't think he'll Mega Roll. We're going to go for the Shadow Claw. Sorry, the Never-Ending Nightmare. As much as I'd love to get a stat boost, it would be amazing, but we're just going to go for the Mega Evolution. Sorry, not Mega Evolution. For the Z move. He didn't go for the Mega Evolution, which is fine for us, because that means he doesn't resist that Ghost type attack. And hopefully, we can destroy this thing with this plus a... I don't know, maybe a Shadow Sneak? I'm not too sure. Because Shadow Sneak won't do much when he Mega Rolls. And that did nothing. Oh my goodness. So we see the Dragon Dance. But it's fine. We can just go... We can safely go for a Play Rough because we still have Disguise up. And he doesn't have Mold Breaker. Does he have Mold Breaker? He might have Mold Breaker, actually. I'm going to Google it. Why am I so afraid of Mold Breaker or Mega Gyarados? Does he actually have it? Gyarados. If he has Mold Breaker. He has Mold Breaker. No! Waterfall. I might live this. Maybe he wanted to predict the Charizard? I'm not too sure about that. Interesting. Charizard's going to take a hefty amount of damage from this switch in, but hopefully he's in range of a Dragon Claw. That's all we can really hope for right now. I really don't want to lose this match. Do you reckon he's in range of a Dragon Claw? I'm not too sure. Honestly, my heart's beating out of my chest. Should we go for... No, we can't go for Willow because he's going to do more than... Like, if he's going to do more than 60% of my health, which I think he will, remaining health, then Will-O-Wisp won't save me. I guess we just swing with Dragon Claw and hope for the best. Hope we can live the Waterfall or whatever else is going to come our way. Earthquake, that's super effective. +1. We probably won't live it. We do not live it. So that is game for us. As you can see, even though it's free battles are still very competitive. And I'm sure that's, of course, because... the players who are normally playing, what do you call it? Who normally play raiding battles are also chilling in free battles. So a bit of a sad start. I can't believe I completely forgot that this thing had Mold Breaker. And I can see why Gyarados is so powerful, because Mold Breaker honestly shuts down Mimikyu, which is one of the most powerful Pokemon in the meta. And I kind of hate Gyarados because honestly, in almost any situation, Gyarados can come out on top by clicking Dragon Dance and then clicking a move. That's it, because that's all he has to do. Dragon Dance, then Mega Evolve, then go for a move. It's kind of crazy. I'm not a fan. Anyway, we'll keep battling right now. Let's pick some different music this time. I think I want to go with some Team Skull. I'm a fan of that music because it's so different from any other Pokemon music in the game. But while we're floating around here, let's get rid of this. Actually, no, we'll keep this tab open. It's important to me to know that, to remember, to forever remember that Gyarados is a meme of a Pokemon. I'm a bit disappointed with that. I wish we could have done better. And I don't like that I I played one match without recording and then won, and then I played one while recording and lost. That's just life, and it's sad. Maybe Garchomp was a good pick to bring there, because obviously we can outspeed. I wish I had Komodo, which is so weird that Komodo is my answer to Gyarados. I guess it's not that weird. I mean, even though he usually does pack Ice Fang. Like I said in a previous video, I built my Komodo to live a +1 Ice Fang from a Gyarados while I am -1. Does that make sense? So like if I'm -1 defense after a Clanging Scales, I can then destroy him with a Fightinium Z move. I think that makes sense. Anyway, not too important. We have our next opponent who is rocking a Spiritomb, a Venusaur, Snorlax, Bronzong. What's your name? I'm just thinking of my nickname. Excadrill, and then a Jellicent. So, judging by the fact that there was a Venusaur and it's probably Mega, we need Gardevoir, because Gardevoir is super important for that. Hitting it with Psychic type moves is probably the only way to kill it, apart from maybe a Flying type move. What else is super important? I think Garchomp could come in handy, because we're seeing a lot of... I don't know about that Jellicent, actually. Maybe Jolteon to lead, or they have a resist. Damn it. Why is this game so hard? I don't want to bring Mimikyu, because Snorlax can be a bit of a meme for Mimikyu. I guess we'll lead Jolteon, bring Gardevoir in the back, and bring Garchomp in the back, and hopefully we should be fine. If they... I don't know, do you think they'll lead Excadrill? If they lead Excadrill, we might be in trouble. But I think I might just go for an attack to get some damage off and then switch in someone else. Honestly, Excadrill's a pretty good counter for Mimikyu as well, because if you have the right Excadrill, it'll have Mold Breaker, and you can just swing through that thing, and I don't think it can one-shot you. I don't think it'll be able to one-shot you with anything. You resist the Fairy type, and I don't think Shadow Claw is just don't think it's strong enough. Maybe a Z move would kill you. I don't know. Anyway, hope you guys are enjoying the black and white screens right now, because I don't know what's going on. The game just doesn't want to load. This is taking a very long time. Just checking, it does look the same on my actual 3DS. I don't know why it's taking so long to load this battle. At least we get to sit here and listen to the Team Skull music. Okay, finally we're in. I thought it was going to disconnect because the bottom screen came up first, so that was going to come up with an error message or something, but no, we're good. Jolteon is here. What is my opponent bringing in the lead? Bronzong. That is fine. We can go for a Shadow Ball. It is super effective. And they might even bring in Excadrill to take the hit, which is fine by me because Excadrill still gets hit by Shadow Ball. Now, can I put in a move? Game. What is happening? This is going to be a long video. In fact, if this battle takes forever, I might just call it 2 battles because I don't want to sit through this. But I will sit through it. But oh, there we go. Fine. Look at how crazy that load time is. I don't know if it's loading or maybe it's my opponent's connection. Maybe he's almost nearing timeout every single time with all these connection calls. That's a bit in-depth for most people. But yeah, let's go for the Shadow Ball, see how much damage we're going to do. It is a clean 50%, which is amazing to me. What are we going to see my opponent go for? They're going to go for a Stealth Rocks. That's good for me. Because I didn't bring Charizard, which means we don't mind getting Stealth Rocks. And Gardevoir, I don't think really cares. Gardevoir is kind of a one-hit wonder in the sense that it gets one hit. And I wonder if I'm going to live or die, because I'm probably going to die. Anyway, go for a second Shadow Ball. And let's see if we can take out this Bronzong or if they're going to switch it out. I think they might leave it in. They do leave it in. And we're probably going to see Extra coming after this. If they even brought it. Honestly, like I said, I really don't understand. Like I said in the previous video, I'm not sure why people use Stealth Rocks. Switching isn't as big of a deal in these matches as they would be in previous. At the same time, I might have lost the previous match because of Stealth Rocks and that damage it did to Charizard. But when you're doing 6v6, it's obviously a lot more effective, and I don't think it's as effective, or at least even worthwhile, in 3v3. Like, he lost the Pokemon just to get Stealth Rocks up. Alright. Now, I think our play here is to go for a... I think we'll just go for a Thunderbolt for damage. I'm afraid of what else he's going to do. And looking at his team, does Jolteon even need to be here? For Jellicent, maybe. If it carries Ice Beam, that could be a problem. As in 4. Okay, let's Volt Switch for damage. Garchomp should be able to live any hit, in my opinion, and of course we are Scarfed. And the thing I'm most afraid of right now is of course a Z move, because I mean, Snorlax has his own specific Z move, and maybe they think that they think I'm Specs, and that's what they brought in, thinking I'm gonna have to switch out for free. I'm not too sure. We get a critical hit. That's kind of wild. And we go back to the Pokeball. Jolteon comes back to us, and we're gonna send out. Wow. Look at this. It's waiting for me. It's waiting before it gives me the prompt to put in my input. Right now, I kind of wish I was running my normal Rough Skin Rocky Helmet build. And I used to, back in the day, back in Generation 6, use Rough Skin Rocky Helmet. Because if you switch that in to a Mega Kangaskhan, you do 50% damage to that Kangaskhan right then and there. And if they attack you again, they lose Kangaskhan. And because of how powerful... Wow, curse. Because of how powerful... what do you call it? Because of how powerful, what do you call it? Why am I blanking? Oh, because of how powerful Garchomp is on the defensive side, you don't lose too much from a fake out, but they lose so much. It's kind of crazy. Anyway, looking at their team, we can kind of freely go for a Outrage right now, but I think we'll click Earthquake instead, just to see what they want to do. They are +1 defense, which is obviously not good for us. But +1 attack also doesn't scare me. Unless they're going to go for the Z move now. But regardless, I'll get a hit in and I can probably go for a Thunderbolt on Jolteon afterwards and take this thing out. Let's see how much Earthquake is. How much is Earthquake going to do? I'm fumbling on my words over and over and over again. It's about half of what he has left, and he gets a Citrus Berry, I'm imagining. Yeah, probably Citrus. Yep, Citrus. Wow. Wow. Margot Berry. Recycle. Is that what's going to happen right now? Can this flinch? No, we're not going to bother. Interesting move. Recycle and Margot Berry. So of course Margot Berry is probably the berry that only activates when you get to below a quarter. I think that's how it works, and it gives you a butt ton of HP. And they're just going to recycle it. I've never seen a Snorlax build like this before in my life, and I really respect it. Let's go for another Earthquake. See what my opponent wants to do. Again, I'm not too fast. I don't think this thing can really deal too much damage to me. And if it stops recycling, I think I'll kill it, no problem. And I can obviously kind of switch up my move into, what do you call it? Into Outrage to do that little bit more damage that they're not expecting. Actually, no, I can't. I'm Choice Scarf. I can't do that. Anyway, Earthquake it is. Can we do a good amount of damage? Can we get a crit? We do not get a crit, but that is a little bit below half of what he has remaining. And he gets his berry again. If he uses Recycle again, I'm never going to get through this. Cursing again, okay. I think Gardevoir might be my only option right now. Let's switch her in. He's probably going to go for another Recycle so he gets his berry back. So we'll bring out Gardevoir. Hopefully he doesn't go for an attack right now, because if he does, we're in trouble. We're in mad trouble. Let's see what happens. Because a Mega Evolved Hyper Voice will do a butt ton to this Pokemon. Like, sure, a critical hit from Jolteon didn't do too much damage from Jolteon's Volt Switch, but Mega Gardevoir with Pixel Slate is significantly stronger, at least as far as I remember. Would you pick a move, please? I know it's not difficult to pick Recycle. He is +2, so if he goes for an attack, I am in trouble. This is painful. I can't believe this recycling Pokemon is giving me trouble. Am I going to go for like 3 straight losses in 3 battles because I don't understand what's happening? Right, Universe. What am I getting? Gluttony. Curse. Okay, that's fine. Because he's not getting stats that help him defend against me. He's only getting attack and defense. Now, Gardevoir, I need you to dig deep. I need you to dig deeper than you've ever gone before and do the most damage. I don't think we're going to kill it. It's a Snorlax and it's probably bulky. But if I'm not mistaken, right now it does not have its berry on itself. I'm not too sure if it recycles straight away, if it'll get the berry to pop. But if it does, then he's stuck in a recycle loop because he can't do anything. He has to recycle over and over and over again. Because this should do more than half. I think it'll do more than half. If Garchomp's Earthquake did that much when the Pokemon was at +1? Or +2 even, I think it was at one point. Oh no, it was +1. It was +1 the entire time. Wow. We died a return. Because there's no way we're living that. This is an insane Snorlax build. I'm dumbfounded. Because I have nothing that does enough damage to this Pokemon. Maybe Jolteon Thunderbolt crit is honestly all I can hope for. This is crazy. I love free battles. I don't want to win. I want to see cool stuff like this. This is sick. Because it's way more fun than seeing like Choice Scarf Tapu Lele all the time, or seeing Mega Gyarados all the time. This is awesome. I like this. Alright, let's go for the Thunderbolt. And I guess we hope and pray. I mean, a Thunderbolt crit will kill. I don't think a regular Thunderbolt will kill. Thunderbolt will get very, very close. He'll go for Gluttony, get his berry back, eat it, and we're in trouble. I know, right? Sad. And before this thing has like extreme speed or something crazy like that, and I just get obliterated. Could you imagine Snorlax using extreme speed? Like this gigantic Pokemon who normally just lazing around, not even standing up, just something gets up and just woof. The extreme of speed. Now, what does he think I'm going to do? I kind of wish I had a Z move in my team right now, but I only have a Ghost Z move. Look at the paralysis. That's important. Now, what is he going to do? He goes for the recycle. Does he eat the berry instantly? That's my question. He does. Okay. That's annoying. Alright. We need him to be fully paralyzed, which is sad because full paralysis is a lot less likely these days than it once was. So we could be in trouble. But I don't think that it can handle an earthquake. Oh, I probably can handle an earthquake after this. If it does kill me, I'm in huge trouble. I need to believe in the crit or the fully para. Honestly, right now. Come on, full para. Recycle again. Come on. Oh, this is stressful. This is stressful. But again, if I get the full para, I'm in the clear. If I get the full para, I'm in the clear. So I guess time is on my side. At the same time, because I'm not doing over 50. And I mean, obviously crit is also on my side. That's one big thing about crits, is that they are stall breakers. If you get a crit, you can really end a stall's career. Like right then and there. That's not the crit, but that's the full paralyzer, which is huge for us. This should kill. This should definitely kill. Are they going to switch or are they going to let it go? Go for Thunderbolt, please. Please. Please, Jolteon. You're a... Wow. The double full para. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I was going to say, should we Volt Switch, but we can't. We'll die. We'll die when we come back in. I was thinking, could we Volt Switch to maybe predict the switch and get our advantage up? But we don't need that. It's not important. Match was forfeited. Wow. We didn't even get to see that last Pokemon. Maybe they just rage quit. Maybe they're like, I'm done with it. The game just chose for me to lose, which I have been that guy before. So I'm not gonna judge you, but I don't know. I would like to see at least what their last Pokemon would have tried to do. Maybe they were afraid because maybe they had Jealous in the back and they had no hope of beating Jolteon, or I can't remember what other Pokemon they had on that team. And I'm sure there's a way to find out. I might leave a little header as to my actual expectation, or at least maybe in the comments. I don't know. I'm curious. Why would they have given up? Did they really believe that their final Pokemon couldn't deal with? I mean, okay, Garchomp's a big threat, honestly. But Jolteon would die hitting that Pokemon one time, and then it'd be Garchomp's turn. At the same time, that's good for us because Jolteon would get to attack, more than likely get an attack in before my opponent got an attack in, and then end careers. Either way, I'm probably going to call it for this episode because that was a really long battle, and honestly, that was a highlight of my Battlespot career. Seeing something so unique, and like I said, time was on my side. Eventually, there was going to be a paralysis. Eventually, there was going to be a crit. That's just how odds work. Not really how odds work. I mean, just the more times that I roll that dice, the more likely that I'm going to get it eventually, right? If that makes sense. I don't know. But regardless, it was a really fun battle. I feel like I cheesed my opponent out a little bit. I really do. I would have rather seen Snorlax go down than me get that second paralysis. But I mean, that is what it is. And in fact, I think Thunderbolt paralyzed twice in this episode, but it only has like a 10% chance to para. Pretty crazy. Either way, like I said, it's going to be the end of the video. Let's jump out of here. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you hit that like button. Also, let me know what you guys think about this setup, about what do you think about the face cam, at least, when I play at nighttime with my my studio light. Do you think it looks good? Do you think it looks bad? Let me know if you stuck around this long. I'd love to hear your opinion on it. But either way, like I said, leave a like, subscribe to see more content. There's going to be definitely a bunch of content coming out when Sun and Moon arrives. And I'll put up a little bit of a, what do you call it? A little bit of an update video to kind of explaining how things are going to go down with Sun and Moon. I might do that today or tomorrow. I'm not too sure. Either way, like I said, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, hit that bell icon, all those sorts of little things. And until next time, I hope you guys have a wonderful day.